Welcome to our channel. Stay tuned to our channel for sports and entertainment news all the time. Please subscribe the channel. Leistikow, the underappreciated journey of Iowa women's basketball defensive stopper Kylie Feuerbach. Before what would become by far their biggest victory in their biggest game of the season, Iowa women's basketball coaches were confident in their game plan. Because they were confident in Kylie Feuerbach. Defeating fourth-ranked USC would require a supreme defensive effort on star sophomore JuJu Watkins, who entered Sunday as the Wooden Award favorite. And there was no question who would get the primary assignment. Feuerbach, a sometimes overlooked fifth-year senior amid the hype of upcoming freshmen and more prominent veteran scorers, has emerged as the go-to defensive stopper in Jan Jensen's first season as the Hawkeyes head coach, as she was Sunday in Iowa's 76-69 upset win. "I was glad to see I was the one guarding Watkins," Feuerbach said this week in an interview with the Des Moines Register. "It wasn't necessarily a matter of keeping her at 0 points, but making every shot she took as difficult as possible." Leistikow's Iowa-USC review 5 reasons Hawkeyes pulled the upset. Cue up the Iowa-USC film, and it's easy to see why coaches trusted Feuerbach for the season's biggest task. They knew that Watkins liked to dribble and step into her three-point shots. They knew that USC works a lot of action for Watkins when she's off the ball. Iowa needed a rangy guard. Feuerbach is a wiry 6 feet tall, who could get around screens while being aggressive enough to stay in Watkins' space, yet fast enough to direct her inevitable drives into Iowa's designed help defense. From the opening tip, Feuerbach made her coach's plan look brilliant. On USC's first possession, she shadowed Watkins and didn't allow her to touch the ball. On the second possession, she batted away Watkins' inbounds pass, sending an early tenacious message that she would not back down. On that same trip, Feuerbach adeptly curled around a screen and emerged in time to bother Watkins' first shot attempt, at top of the key 20-footer. On USC's first possession, she shadowed Watkins and didn't allow her to touch the ball. On the second possession, she batted away Watkins' inbounds pass, sending an early tenacious message that she would not back down. On that same trip, Feuerbach adeptly curled around a screen and emerged in time to bother Watkins' first shot attempt, at top of the key 20-footer. Yes, Watkins finished with 27 points, right around her average, but 18 of those points came later in the first half after Feuerbach went to the bench with 2 fouls. Watkins was 3 for 9 in the decisive second half, and her only basket with Feuerbach defending her came in transition with 2:16 left in the fourth quarter. Feuerbach's finishing line: 4 assists, including 2 on Big Addy O'Grady jumpers in the final stretch, selfless defense, and a +8 rating in 20 minutes. Feuerbach attempted 1 shot and didn't score, a stat that almost accentuated her value in this huge victory for a rebuilding team that is chasing the NCAA tournament. Sharp viewers who watch Feuerbach away from the ball see the energy and defense she provides, much like Gabby Marshall, who always got the toughest defensive assignments over the past 2 years for Iowa's back-to-back Final Four teams, and appreciate her. Iowa coaches sure do. "We like to celebrate points and a lot of the glamorous things," Jensen said, "but when you start to notice what Kylie does, you see how well she's doing it." In Sunday's euphoric aftermath, Feuerbach has been applauded for her play. But as Jensen likes to say, sports tend to mimic life. Before the highs, there are usually lows. Feuerbach's path to this point has had both. It's one paved with resiliency, faith, and selflessness. A new home, less playing time, a devastating injury. A native of Sycamore, Illinois, and the middle child of 5 of Iowa State alums Steve and Lisa, Feuerbach signed with Iowa State amid plenty of acclaim. She was Eston's No. 71 overall recruit in the class of 2020. Her notoriety exploded after her buzzer-beating, championship-winning three-point shot for the All-Iowa attack, then led by West Des Moines' Caitlin Clark, in the prestigious Nike Iowa 2018 Nationals. The shot that would appear on ESPN SportsCenter's top 10 plays was uncorked from the left corner, with NBA star Kevin Durant watching courtside. As a college freshman, Feuerbach started 24 games for the 2020-21 Cyclones before deciding she needed a change of scenery. Familiarity with Clark was a big reason Feuerbach transferred to Iowa. The former old teammates and friends would share an apartment for the next 3 years.